Good morning, everybody. It's the 9th of January. We're Signal Centre Talking Ball. I'm Joe Neighbour. I'm joined by Ian Coleman and Steve O'Hare. Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Good morning.
How are we both?
All
Not
right,
bad.
not bad. Not
It's
too bad.
all is good in the world all of a sudden.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it, but
No?
that's what the headlines say.
Well, there's obviously a lot of de-escalation off the back of Trump's speeches there. It was all very scripted, as I'm not sure if anybody watched it, but
Yeah.
all very calm. Everybody seems happy with what they've done. The US have taken out a key figure, and the Iranians have struck back with a couple of missiles. No one was hurt, and everybody seems to be backing down.
I didn't realise they'd actually pre-warned them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Of
mean,
the
that's just
attacks,
staged,
so,
isn't it? Really,
yeah.
to the point where it shows to the Iranian people they've offered some sort of retaliation to appease them, but obviously didn't have much effect.
The senior Iranian Guard commander has just said he'll take harsher revenge soon after missile attacks in US targets in Iraq. So
Okay.
that was at 8:15, so that's been out about half an hour.
Doesn't really seem to
No,
be much
hasn't done
change in the
anything.
risk assets, does there?
No, everyone's still buying stocks.
Okay, so how did we do yesterday? Let's have a quick look at that first. There was only one win yesterday, and that was for you, Ian, in gold. You two went head to head on that. And you made 1.35 R.
Nice.
There, Steve and I both lost 1 R. Overall, Ian has grabbed the lead again, maintaining that very strong win rate overall. So congratulations. So with that, you've got the honour this morning. Is there anything you'd like to share with us?
Gold.
Oh, you bastard. Go on then.
I think the dollar's done for now. If we go back to this time frame, you can just see it coming off the top there. But this is a falling wedge. We've got a trend line resistance, and we're just coming off the highs. There's also a 78.6% fib there. So we're just seeing a bit of a correction in the dollar index. If we go to euro dollar, we took a long here this morning. We've triggered this at 111.06. So I think we're going to have a dollar selling day. And because of a dollar selling day, I think we're going to have a gold buying day, basically.
Nice.
If we go back to this time frame, I think we've completed 5 waves as far as Elliott wave is concerned. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a short 5. This was the first support that we noted yesterday, which was that gap close. And then we've just come shy of this 261.8%. We might just push down just to close that off, but I think the R risk reward is not too shabby from current levels. So I'm looking to buy gold at 1547, target 1583, stop at 1533, which is just about 2.5 R.
Nice. I'm long of gold right now anyway as well at this level.
Lovely.
Oh, okay. So head to head then, I'm going to sell gold.
Oh, no. Well, I hope you get it wrong.
Okay, that's fine. I've just looking at the hourly chart, got a vague head and shoulders top that has formed. We've got the left shoulder here, we've got the head, then a small right shoulder broken down below these lows here. So I'm looking for a retest, ideally, on our intraday analysis of 1552, but obviously going to be jumping in now at 1546. And the measured move of this top pattern is down at 1493. So it might be a little bit ambitious for today. But I'm going to go quite tight, stick it above that breakdown candle there. So stop at 1556.8. And I'll just stick it down there. Just see what happens. 1594, let's say. 5R. So let's hope one of us is right.
And we don't both get stopped.
Yeah, it's been known.
Yeah.
So that's my trade today, selling gold, offering the alternative view there.
Excellent.
Steve?
Yeah, I'm looking at Bitcoin because as I say, I didn't really want to touch gold after yesterday, but it's gone down, filled the gap. And this isn't a head and shoulders that I would heavily rely on. I would have thought that maybe we'd get another, that'd be the ideal scenario. But I think the Bitcoin's basically overextended, obviously on the back of Safe Haven Drive. It's come off, but it's.
You think that's why it went up? You think it's attracting that sort of flow now? It's
I think it
considered a
is.
safe haven.
I think you sort of like see the. I think it is seen as a bit of a safe haven. The gold has already gone, so no one can get on that, and then they look around and Bitcoin, feels like one of those assets which that isn't really sort of impacted too much by the thought of war, and if anything, it'll probably be one of those places that money will flood to if things do properly kick off, I think.
Yeah.
So not the ideal level to sell at. Maybe I'd like to sort of sell it a bit higher towards the 8,000 level, but I'm going to go sell it here at 79.25. The target is 7,000 and the stop is at 8,025. Actually, if I make this target 7,025, that'll round it up to nice 9R.
Oh yeah. One day it's going to come off, Steve.
Yeah, not today, probably.
Okay, so news-wise covered obviously a bit. Trump speech yesterday curbed any fears of any further near-term US military response, and markets seem to be enjoying that, with equities pushing higher and riskier assets attracting interest. With regards to data yesterday, that was all quite good as well. We had the US ADP data, which recorded an increase in private sector jobs of 202,000 for December, which was well above the consensus forecast of 160,000. So that was quite positive. In the Eurozone, we had economic sentiment index that improved slightly to 101.5 from a revised 101.2. On the oil front, we had the inventories yesterday, and there was a build of 1.1 million barrels in the last week, and that was compared to the market's expectation of a 3.5 million barrel draw. So that was significantly different from what the market expected. And oil has come off quite sharply on the back of that.
Yeah,
really dramatically. Just looking at the chart there, from 65.6 down to lows of 59. So quite dramatic indeed. Data wise today, we have US jobless claims. And then obviously that's ahead of non-farm payrolls tomorrow. So it looks quite quiet on the data front today.
Yeah, a couple of speakers. You've got Bank of England's Carney out at 9:30.
Okay.
And Bank of Canada's Polos at 7 o'clock. Well, that's 7 o'clock tonight, so we won't be about.
No, so it looks like people are going to enjoy the relief today and then probably freeze up a little bit tomorrow ahead of non-farms.
We shouldn't forget that we're still on the docket is China's vice president. He's heading out to the US 13th, 15th of Jan, and he's now due to sign the agreement on the 15th of Jan still.
So I guess that comes back into focus now.
Yeah.
And that's the sort of near-term risk event that we need to keep an eye out for.
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay, well, let's see how we go today then, guys. Best of luck, everybody else, and catch you tomorrow.
Good luck.
Bye-bye.